Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. I think it's welcome, welcome.
Yes, it is. YouTube?
I think I've got going. Let me double check it.
Yeah. Given everything else, I figured it was safest to double check that one.
I mean...
Yes, OBS is being specially stupid.
Okay, it says it's going out. We have an excellent connection on YouTube. Hello. I want to strangle OBS. We literally got back late from dinner. I immediately had OBS all set up, ready to go, so I hit the button, and that's when it decided to freak.
Yeah. Because it'll never tell you at any other time.
Yeah. Well, let's see if we can get some story stuff out of the way.
Ease. Should we... Yeah, we're reporting there. So, how many times have you run the new dungeon?
Enough? Not enough?
Yeah.
Speaking of which, Rift, get your fluffy butt out here. And give me a second.
Setting them loose to hurt you with each other, was this the wisest idea?
We're wise? We have wisdom?
I guess we don't. There is no wisdom stat in this game. So therefore we do not have wisdom.
And I apologize in advance. I am suddenly having some allergy response stuff going on, so I'll try and keep my hacking and horking to a minimum.
Discord is generally dropping it. I have no idea about Twitch. Because the two have very different suppression.
Yes, they do. So last night I went all over the zone trying to find the animal that I need to kill to make skins out of for my next level of crafting.
Next zone.
No, it's this zone on the other side of a barrier.
They are loving their barriers in these zones.
Yeah. Sphene?
Okay, Sphene.
There's so much of Alexandria I would love to show you. Do you hear that?
Background music?
What's happening over there?
Good question.
It's nearly time.
Nearly time.
If this turns into the lottery, I'm going to have objections.
I'm glad you could make it. Are you with us?
Queen Sphene has come to see you.
Oh.
We're here, Namika. Everything is going to be all right. Oh, What's the matter, dear?
It can't be. That's the bangle I gave to Namika.
You know her?
Of course I know her. She was like a mother to me.
I see. She was always willing to lend a kindly ear to others, but rarely did she ever speak of herself.
Is it really you?
She must have arrived shortly before the barrier manifested. For us, it was perhaps days, but for her...
Namika, it's me! Wuklamat!
I'm afraid her time with us is nearly at an end.
Has she no more soul cells?
Soul cells.
She always used hers sparingly, but at her age, it wouldn't make a difference.
Ma'am, the ushers have arrived.
Thank you, Namika, for your many years of friendship. Take comfort in the knowledge that this is not the end. Be not afraid. Your memory will live on, in us.
living on in memory. The giants share a similar belief.
Wait, where are you taking her?
Worry not. She is being escorted to a medical facility in the tower. There we will ease her burden. I had hoped to make arrangements for her sooner, but she wished to remain here for as long as possible. I could not bring myself to refuse her.
Is there any way I might stay with her for a little while longer? We may not share the same blood, but she was my mother. Please.
Let us give them some time alone.
She didn't speak, but I'm grateful that I could be with her at the end. Thank you.
It's not the end.
Oh dear.
What are you playing at?
Oh, nothing. I was just thinking that we have much to discuss. Where shall we begin?
With what we can be reasonably certain of, perhaps. Between what we have witnessed and the testimony of Alexandria's inhabitants, it's safe to say that two distinct lands have indeed become one.
No worries, Clink. Thanks for the heads up.
What's more, having met Namika, there is no denying the divergence in the passage of time. Taken together, these phenomena strongly suggest that some manner of cross-rift displacement has occurred. Specifically, the displacement of Alexandria from another reflection to the source.
Had a
It does
feeling.
seem the most likely explanation.
What perplexes me, however, is the scale of said displacement. It far exceeds what could conceivably be achieved with a Void Gate, or even with the Crystal Tower. In essence, we are dealing with a localized instance of dimensional compression. The Ascians would no doubt liken it to a rejoining. Which invites the question, how was such a feat accomplished?
I wish that I had an answer for you, but this talk of reflections and dimensions is well beyond my understanding. I can only tell you that we lived peacefully under the barrier's protection for many, many years, until the day that peace was suddenly broken.
If I may clarify, the barrier predates Alexandria's displacement.
By several hundred years, yes.
Really?
So when the continent we call home was ravaged
Is this
by
a remnant of one of the
devastating cataclysm.
collapsed ones, then?
That's... At this point, I think the answer is yes.
Oh, ho, 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 ho.
The barrier was erected to isolate us from the surrounding land's innocuous influence.
I see. And it was only later that it was whisked away, along with its contents, by means unknown.
In other words, Sphene's as lost as the rest of us, right? The Alexandrians didn't mean to end up in Tural.
But of course, our next stop ought to be Everkeep. That tower over yonder.
One subject change later.
Yeah.
Once you have been registered as my guests, you will have access to Solution 9 and its residential district, where you will doubtless gain invaluable insight into Alexandria's state of affairs. Unfortunately, I cannot take you directly to where Zoralja resides.
That you'd let us in it all goes a long way toward proving you're not content to let Zoralja do as he pleases. But we're not talking about a simple difference of opinion here. I've come to avenge my father. And to do so, I intend to take Zoralja's life. Are you willing to stand by and allow Alexandria's king to be slain?
A fair question. Permit me to answer it thus. My people come first. Their welfare is paramount. I will do everything in my power to keep them from harm. It is a ruler's duty. Now, I am off to register you at Everkeep. It may take some time, but you shall find the entrance open to you
After
in
the
due
next round of
course.
side quests.
Oh, and ere I forget, your mother, Kafkiwa, you might try the Thunder Yards to the east.
The Thunder Yards? Is that where she is?
I'm afraid I can say no more than that. Make for the Thunder Yards, and all will be made clear.
It's not as if we have other pressing business. Not until we can get into this Everkeep, anyway. Thank you for earlier. And for being a friend to Namika these past 30 years. It means a lot to me.
Namika? I'm sorry,
Oh dear.
but I don't know who you mean.
Yeah,
That's a little thorough.
I'm wondering if these things are swapping souls inside the bodies.
What? We were just with her. If this is some sort of a joke, it isn't funny.
I don't mean to give offense, but I honestly have no idea who you are talking about. I'm sorry.
How can you not know who she is? You're in charge here. She was under your care.
Then in all likelihood, my memories of her have been stored in the cloud. Any person seemingly forgotten without reason is probably there, in the cloud. Oh, I really must be getting back to work. If you'll excuse me.
You shouldn't be messing with the souls, you shouldn't be messing with the minds.
They might not have much of a choice on the soul's end. Okay. So, Calamity comes to one of the reflections by some agency. A piece of it is saved, a smaller piece than was saved of the first. And and whatever it was probably didn't have the force to basically just stop the Calamity in its tracks. Actually, we know it didn't. As Infilia did with the first.
Right.
We know this couldn't have been happened because we know there's no failed rejoinings other than the 13th.
Correct.
So it was a complete rejoining. It happened. So this little portion was unmoored from it as it happened.
Right.
And it's been drifting out in, whatever you want to call the interdimensional space of the reflections all this time. Not in any reflection space, probably, but in the area through which, like, the Crystal Tower had the journey to get to the first. It's possible this area, at least until it basically rejoined with the Source 30 years ago, from their point of view, may have been completely cut off from the life stream, i.e. you can't recycle souls. You can't get new ones in, you can't send the old ones out.
Yeah, just a second.
Which means, what they're doing with the souls may be necessary. Or at least until very recently.
Okay.
And yes, Doodles, she's stuck in an AWS server.
Calamity of Lightning was the second calamity.
Okay. So, oh boy. That would be how many millennia?
Yeah.
Because I think we're going about 2,000 years per calamity. At least.
Yeah.
It could have been a lot less time for them if time regularly goes at a highly compressed rate for them.
Yeah, and that's when most people were forced underground.
Right. Does the source you're looking at also tell you which reflection that was? Because I think they might have given at least tentative connections for all of them at some point.
No, it
Now,
does
the first
not,
calamity
but
was the one that created the void, right?
no. The first
Okay, that
calamity
one did
did
not.
not happen. Well, the void
Or-
did not happen as a calamity.
As a calamity, yeah.
The first
okay.
calamity was wind, and that's when the good
Yep.
King Moggle Mog's tail happened.
Boy, that's a long time ago. So,
Yeah.
who was it for the second calamity? Did they say what empire fell for that one?
It was.
Alligans, I think, are third or fourth.
It doesn't say. It was just they were starting to expand, and then this drove them underground. That's
Right.
probably where you get Gamora.
Oh, right. Oh, boy.
Third and fourth. Third was fire.
Mm-hmm.
Fourth was what brought down the Allegan Empire.
Okay, and fifth would have brought down the Mohawk.
Yeah. Interesting enough, the fourth is not given a element type.
I know it is somewhere. For one thing, you have the prophecy to go by because it lists all of them in order.
Yeah. Fifth was ice, which was the war between Mahake and Antipor, with poor Nim
Right.
getting stuck in the middle. Sixth was water. And seventh, of course, was... Wait, we have a seventh?
Yep, because they thought there'd be one for each of the 6 elements, and then they were done. And a large part of 1.0 towards the end was them finding the missing bit of prophecy that said there'd be a 7th.
And, of course, the eighth was the alternate timeline, which was light.
Aha. Here it is. The fandom wiki says the second umbral calamity, which is lightning, was responsible for the rejoining of the 12th.
Gotcha.
So we are apparently inside a unmoored part of the 12th.
Toodles! Stored in the crowd! Great! She's now stuck in Amazon Web Service server in Little Rock.
Amazon Web Service, yeah. Yeah.
Ow.
Yeah. Trust me, I was thinking much the same thing.
Alice? This is very unsettling. Yes, it
Yes.
is. We'll see how it is with the other people.
As far as I could tell, Pepanes genuinely had no recollection of Namika. Yeah. The memories as well is the odd part. I've never seen or heard of anything like this before. You'll see a lot more like this if you hang around us long enough. I'm sorry.
What's going on? How can Pepone suddenly forget Namika? It's as if he never knew her. Could the same thing be happening to the others as well, I wonder?
Yeah.
There's only one way to find out. Let's make inquiries about Namika in the area. We can reconvene afterward at the 8th Rite.
Well, this was not a revelation I was expecting.
No.
Now, we figured they had somehow come unmoored from one of the existing shards.
But no, they were unmoored beforehand.
Yeah, I'd sure love to know how that happened. Now, this would be like the third time the Assassins have done it at all. You'd expect expect if, something went weird with one of their attempts to be on the first calamity, not the second.
An old woman named Namika? I'm afraid I don't know that person. Sorry I couldn't be of help.
You're being of help, thank you.
Of course I had an answer. I told him immediately. I did not know.
Yes. It's most gratified to answer immediately. I said I didn't know. How fare's your new Everkeep assignment?
I don't recall caring for someone until recently. And you say this was a woman named Namika? Well, I can't say for certain if it was her. I wouldn't worry. I'm sure she's just been taken up to the cloud.
Yeah. Over here? Yeah, over here.
What's this? Do I know a Namika? Never met anyone by that name, and I've worked on the outskirts for a good while now. If she spent her time here, I would remember.
Would you really?
No. No, you wouldn't.
And you'd know better.
Yeah, pretty much, Doodles. I mean, human memory is kind of faulty to begin with. This is not helping. So it would be the same for everyone. Not a single person remembers Namika. It's as if the memory of her has been purged from their minds. While such a thing might be done with magic, to alter the memory of so many at once would be a tremendous undertaking. We would have felt a surge of aether corresponding to the act, too, and I sensed none of that in the moment. Neither did I. I did notice something else. Right before Papone seemingly forgot, the little light on the device on his head began to blink.
Could there be a connection? Someone also said something about soul cells. But who might we ask about this? If we continued making such inquiries, I expect we would only cause confusion.
Indeed, if we can't resolve the mystery about Namika, perhaps we can search for Kakula instead.
Sphene said to try the Thunder Yards. It should be in this direction.
The thing is, yeah, we're being watched.
And that's a new device. Impossible. Well, it's impossible that we can see you?
Another kind of mechanical soldier? It looks dangerous. We better destroy it. No, Wook.
It does not look dangerous.
Now you scared it off. Should we give chase?
It is often the thing to do in these scenes.
I think I understood our words. It might be worth asking some questions. Erinville, are you alright? You look like you've seen a ghost.
Erinville? It's nothing. I'm fine.
Well, it went off in that direction we're heading anyway, so let's try and track it down. So my question is okay, we have this mysterious clouds where you can upload souls to, or at least memories of souls. What would be the purpose of erasing those memories?
Yeah, I don't know.
In the living population?
Yeah, that part I'm not getting. I'm fairly sure they're recycling souls. To do it properly, they might have to do something with, you know, all traces of the person or something. I don't know. And a lot of mythology, you know, meddling with souls and meddling with memories of people are much the same thing.
Yeah.
So it might be getting into that.
It's faster than it looks.
It's a hover TV. How slow did you expect it to be? I do not see it. Come on, Urza. We have a loose monitor to race.
No signs of it over here. Nothing but birds over here.
Burp, burp. Speaking of. That voice. Could it be? Oh dear.
Oh dear.
I was wondering. I was wondering. I believe the next time it should be you.
Right. Yeah, there it is.
Or one much like it. Of course it's headed for a cave.
You found it? Yeah, it'd head for that cave over there.
To the northeast. Then it must be bound for the mines.
Come on, then. It could be a trap. Let's not rush into it so quickly. Alice, who replaced you with the logical one? She who,
She's making up for the lack of her brother.
I guess. I mean, usually someone comes to her and says, "Don't tread on me," and the first thing she does is, "Oh, watch me, I got boots!" Sorry.
No, you're not. Nor should you be. Yeah, that's right. We need to be hunting those.
Graha?
The stones in those crates. Could it be turquoise? Turquoise mine.
So it went in here? An old coal mine? It appears to have long since been abandoned, like so many other places. I think it's safe to assume it went into the mines. Yes.
Yeah. I heard faint voices coming from inside.
So it's not alone. But we're still going in, of course.
Of course.
This may be a trap. Be ready for a fight, everyone.
Of course. Stopping you two. There's an aether current.
Yep. Pardon me, Graha.
Okay. Inishini bat. It would appear no one has worked these tunnels in quite some time. 30 years?
I'm not worried. We've had to improvise countless times before, after all. The tunnel just keeps going. A device made with electrope. It seems to be the only one here.
Yeah. I can hear them. Several people up ahead. I can't make out their conversation with the echoing.
Let's keep going. Stay on your guard.
More of the same devices. And more traditional stuff. Looking better taken care of.
Hi?
What is this?
Ironville!
A trap?
Not necessarily.
It really is you!
Yeah.
Huh?
Who?
Thank you, Woke.
I just have to get a look at you in the light. I can still hardly believe my eyes. But it is you, my darling Elder.
Oh my god, she squeaks!
My darling, what?
With that ooh-ah earlier, yeah, she squeaks. Theme, I think.
Oh, it's so good to see you, my fussy little bun bun. But what are you doing here? What brings you all this way?
But she called him a little bun bun! Oh my god. Polar opposites for character.
Yeah.
Are you alright?
Little
Okay,
bun.
fuzzy little bun bun.
There is no way we're not going with that. I'm sorry. Hey, Bert, you're gonna have a hard time living this down.
Why the long face? Aren't you happy to see me after all this time?
I'd know that laugh anywhere. Mother?
Changed.
Wait.
Yeah.
Since when was your mother a weird floating thing?
And what have we here?
Good question.
Say, aren't you Galoo Jaja's kitten? I knew I recognized that adorable fuzzy face. Ellen Espia was always so excited whenever you invited him over to play. You remember me, I hope.
Not like that.
I can't say that I do, but you knew my father?
Appearances notwithstanding, it would seem this is my mother, Kafkiwa.
I'm sorry?
Oh, but this won't do. Come in, come in! Friends of my LNSP are always welcome.
All I ask is a little forewarning, but no.
Yeah, not happening around here.
I think these are rebels who didn't want to join with Alexandria.
Yes. Yes.
Just when I thought I was starting to get a handle on this place. How are things still getting stranger?
Okay, Ruth, I'll give you that one. Yes. Oh dear.
The music.
Yeah.
Starting with LSA. Herrenfeld's mother is a floating machine. Right, that makes about as much sense as everything else thus far. Ah, you've learned to roll with it. At this point, I doubt anything could possibly surprise me.
Don't give this place a challenge. The Allagans had machines that could be controlled remotely. Is she using something similar to communicate with us? Maybe no, maybe direct from the cloud.
I can't say I understand what's going on, but at least Kalkula is safe.
Yeah, at least. So,
Wayaki!
yes.
Hello?
That's it.
I don't see any other talkables unless we want to start poking.
Not yet. As far as I can tell, this is indeed my mother. I can think of few people in the world quite so spirited. But as to what's happened, we'll need to ask her.
I think we better.
Say. Gone and forgotten.
Hold on.
Here. Eh?
Herrenfeld's mother is a floating machine. Right, that makes about as much sense as everything else thus far.
Yeah, that's a repeat.
Yeah. Okay.
Gone and forgotten. Erinville is conflicted by this long-fated reunion. Don't blame you, dude. Let's hear what she has to say. Yes, Urka, we teleported from Final Fantasy to Ghost in the Shell. Thank you.
It's so wonderful to meet you all. And the students of Valdesian. It's been a while since I've heard that name.
30 years? Dare I ask the reason for your appearance?
Oh, it's just a body that I control remotely. I use this one for our operations.
Okay, then.
We're members of a resistance organization, Oblivion we call ourselves, and our goal is to thwart Zoral Jaw's ambition for conquest. As the leader, it's prudent that I remain where I can't easily be found. I see. Whimsical appearances notwithstanding, yours is a serious cause. Right you are. Truth be told, Oblivion was founded for an altogether different purpose.
Of course. And that is?
As I expect you've already noticed, everything you see within the dome, The buildings, the people, the very earth beneath our feet is a fusion of two worlds. Stopping such a fusion was Oblivion's original mission.
Oh ho.
Then does that mean you know who or what is responsible for this? I'm afraid not. That was a long time ago, and our mission statement has become more of a legend that's passed down to members. By the time we joined, our sole objective was stopping Zoral Ja. But we failed to do that, and now he's taken his army outside the dome. None of you wear those strange devices on your head. Does that have something to do with your work?
Off the grid.
You mean this? It's a regulator, the pinnacle of electro-technology, and we don't wear it is indeed related to our operations.
What exactly does it do? Allow me to explain. Regulators have two primary functions. The first, as the name suggests, is the regulation of the wearer's reserve of souls. Should they die, the regulator expends a soul to bring them back to life.
Reserve? You mean people walk around carrying spare souls?
They do. Souls are packaged in cells, and they can be used to replenish the life force that is lost due to sudden death, such as in accidents. They do nothing for those who die of old age, though. Distribution of soul cells is based on one's work evaluation, to encourage exemplary performance when fulfilling their duties.
Souls as a common resource, a payment for services rendered.
The Void Scent practice of consuming others for their aether comes to mind. And similarly, I expect that the act comes with some risk.
Yes, Doodles, that is a very good question.
I would assume they once had a larger population. And of course, recently, they've been stealing souls. But I don't think they've had time to bring any back.
Doesn't it dilute your sense of self?
Yeah. Ah, back to this theme. Very good. That is prevented through memory management, a process in which regulators also play a role. Yep.
Memory management? Then the reason everyone forgot Namika's existence...
The regulators are constantly recording the memories of their wearer, so if they should suddenly die, their memories can be refreshed as part of the restoration process. This is how they preserve one's identity and sense of self. However, the regulators are also triggered when someone else dies. Reason being is that regulators forcibly extract memories relating to the deceased from anyone wearing one.
Why would they do such a thing? It's a kindness disposed upon the people of Everkeep's core system, so no one has to suffer the pain of loss. No, that's not a kindness.
Hold on. Okay, I'm showing green. You broke up, at least for me.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do I need to repeat?
Why don't you? I don't know whether or not you broke up on the stream.
It's a kindness bestowed upon the people of Everkeep's core system so that no one has to suffer the pain of loss. So this is what it's meant by the memories being in the cloud.
Indeed. All memories of the deceased are wiped from the minds of the people and archived in the system. It's a frightening function of the regulators, and an integral step in soul cell production. Oh.
That's what I was afraid of.
You see, when a person dies of natural causes, their soul is temporarily housed within the regulator. It's then delivered to a facility where memories are separated from the soul. Where did they get enough spares for what I'm currently thinking of? The result is a fresh soul cell, free of impurities, ready for distribution and consumption.
Yeah, it is like wiping a hard drive. Meanwhile, the memories are stored in the cloud system to be remembered forever. And thus, this is why people here are happy? On the surface, it's similar to the Yakoi philosophy, but I see nothing noble or comforting in it.
Well, it doesn't seem so terrible to me, personally. All comes down to what you're used to, I suppose. Like the barrier encasing Alexandria, this system was created to overcome the calamity that transformed the world hundreds of years ago. It missed the mounting death toll. Scientists used Electrope to devise a means to save what lives they could, so that the nation could endure.
I understand the people of Alexandria did what they believed was the best way to save their people. I just find it hard to believe that Toral would also accept this way of living. It came as a shock to us as well. In fact, a great many were opposed to it. Which is why the use of regulators was never compulsory. The people have always been free to go without them if they so wished. Sphene didn't strike me as the sort of ruler to impose her will on others. Ah, so you've already met.
She's the one who suggested we come to the Thunder Yards in the first place. She also said she wants to help us stop Zeral Ja.
Awfully kind of her to point you in my direction, and to speak so candidly as well. Whatever her motives, she has given the people the choice. Live with the risk of true death, or the security of the regulators.
Everything that lives must someday die. That is the natural order of things.
Quite right. However you feel about them, it would be easier to understand what the regulars are capable of if you saw it for yourself. I know.
Please don't do a demonstration for us.
I know just the person to show you, as luck would have it. They should be starting work right about now. Who are we going to see exactly? Come with me and you'll find out.
They have a truly large number of spare souls, which it sounds like maybe they do. I think pure, filtered souls with no memories are what's powering the androids.
That's what I'm thinking too. Hello, live suing!
Hi, Live. You are coming in to the middle of a really heavy episode.
Yeah. At least how it's explained. Of course, it can go in all the wrong ways in the wrong hands. Is that this wipe and repurpose doesn't happen until after a natural life ends.
Yeah.
But you know that's not going to be... Yeah, Zerl Draw probably has already jumped to the next leap.
Probably. Back to Geode. Oh, you're investigating that one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Take care not to get struck by lightning out there. One fellow reckoned you could dodge them by jumping back the instant there's a flash, but that's crazy if you ask me.
That is a
total reference.
Yeah, that's a total Thunder Plains reference. Oh god, I hated doing that.
Yeah. Nostalgia.
Firearms make the most sense for people who don't have combat training like us. That's why we salvage as many as we can from the mechanical soldiers and convert them for our use. Walwika? Nostalgia is my twin sister. Like most people, we both used to wear regulators, but, well, let's just say a lot's happened.
Oh dear. Where are we going? Out?
In a second. Okay, this is Bez. Okay, he's doing a gun conversion. And he's monitoring the radio. I guess we're going out.
Some life left in this.
Oh.
I do find the kind of full wraparound grip on the guns interesting. About the only other place I can think of seeing something like that, and it was a very different style, is Masfiata.
You'd see something like that in Gits as well.
Probably true.
Especially Shero's original Gits.
Ah. I have to say, I did like the handgun design in Masfiata. The rifle version, not so much, but the actual pistol was good.
Alice? I'm sorry, but I just can't accept the idea of using a souls as a resource.
Yes.
We're to see how regulators work, but how?
You really have to ask that question?
So these regulators are to blame for everyone forgetting Namika, for forgetting what a wonderful person she was. Who first?
Rah. To alter the memories of the populace with such precision is no small feat. What does she intend to show us? A death and a rebirth.
Everyone here? Good. It is the responsibility of the Thunderyard's hunters to fell any fiends found wandering the area. We're to meet with an acquaintance of mine, Strika, one of these hunters. Now, I will also note that the 12th, which is what this
is a piece of.
This is a piece of, is right next to the 13th.
Oh, yeah. By the way, we're also headed for a fate.
Yes.
We could use some fates.
Shall we fate?
Like we're outnumbered. Yes. Novice Hunter, okay, that makes some sense. There's been reports of faulty sentries firing on reforgers out here in the Thunder Yards, and the Nine's offering a bounty to decommission the lot. Sounded like easy money, but I didn't expect there to be so many of the metalheads. If you're here to do the same, perhaps we could work together? Join the Hunter. It's super defective! Ow.
Oh, they really come.
Protocols. Effective sentries wander the ways of Eastia Solani, their protocols corrupt and their directives long forgotten. Now they attack without provocation, putting the lives of the weary residents in further peril. Yep, and...
Did you make friends?
No. They came over all by themselves.
Yeah, this is a little dicey on my health.
Thankfully, this will pretty much end it. See? Okay.
That's what,
I'd
at
say
least...
that was mission accomplished then. We contractors have to stick together, eh? Eh.
That's 2 down.
What, 2 to go? 4 or 6?
6, I think.
6, okay, 4 to go. And I think it's 6.
Yeah, 6.
I don't know why.
So 4 to go.
For a moment.
And the rain stopped.
Good.
Whoop. What do you think is in this box? I'm guessing food. She of the
Is
bottomless
hungry
stomach!
Still.
Judging by its name, I take that this facility is for gathering lightning energy.
Most likely. Let's get this over with.
Strika will show you what life can be like wearing a regulator.
Yeah, I don't think we need this demo. While I am not blind to the potential benefits of these regulators, the risks inherent in giving another party the power to alter your memories cannot be overstated. Never mind the ethical considerations of using souls in such a fashion.
Given the opportunity, I should very much like to study electrope on behalf of the students.
Fair enough.
An elephant? Or elf? Kaluka, what are you doing here? With so many friends. Apologies for the interruption, but I was hoping they might observe you at your work. Hunting, you mean? That's fine, I guess. Hold on, I assumed they were wearing special regulators like Queen Sphene's crown, but they aren't wearing anything at all. It's much too dangerous to be here without one. What if you're struck by lightning or attacked by a beast?
The beasts are not a worry.
We've been hit by so many lightnings. We're like Ash Ketchum.
Acquired resistance.
Yes, we have acquired resistance. Oh god, I have to go another round with bearded Ramu again, don't I?
Let's hope not.
I can assure you that they're all quite capable of looking after themselves. If anything should go amiss, I will take full responsibility. Well, I didn't say I didn't warn you. Danger aside, there really isn't much to see. Kahuka said you're a hunter, but wouldn't it be easier for those mechanical soldiers to guard this place? It would, if not for the fact that they're all weak to lightning. With the yard being what it is, they've been ordered to steer clear. Some good they are, eh? But these facilities are vital for the upkeep of Alexandria's infrastructure, so it falls to hunters like me to deal with any fiends. Given the danger, we're well compensated for our work. It's a perfect profession for anyone looking to build up some savings. The special selection of souls of hunters isn't terrible either. I brought this lot here to see the danger you speak of, if it's not too much trouble to ask. Of course. In which case, it'd be a shame to waste my efforts on just any old beast. You all can handle yourselves in a fight, right? If you cause a ruckus slaying what critters you can see nearby, there's a chance you'll draw out something worthy of a demonstration.
Hey, if it isn't a world boss, we can handle it.
I'm not sure I understand, but I suppose we should each slay what we can. Will you two stop it? Jeez, can't take you two anywhere.
Nope.
Ernville?
I'm afraid I must leave the fighting to you. Yes? Mom.
My fuzzy little bun was never any good at fighting, and this body of mine isn't suited to it either. We'll leave the work in your capable hands. Fussy little bun.
I know! He is never living this down.
Never!
We also have something potentially militarily useful for later.
Mm-hmm.
Weak to lightning.
Should I switch into Black Mage? Hello, Mr. Charged Jill.
A little late.
That it?
That's it.
Oh, come on! I'm burning with goodness! Oh,
Burning
look,
with
another fate.
Fate. Okay. Same one?
Nope, different one. Same hunter, though.
Huh. First century is now this. We have found ourselves a chain. Would you look at that? Not a bell since the final century falls, and already the bloodthirsty Incatobleps are moving back in. It's not one thing, it's another, right? Such is life under the dome. Those catobleps will need to be put down. They may stray to the nearby farms before we can deal with them all. How about this? You keep the catobleps occupied while I go warn the farmers. Once they're safe in their cellars, I'll come back and we can finish off what remains together. Sound like a plan? You better hurry. It'll be over by the time you get back. Running of the catobleps. Without defective sentries around to keep them at bay, a herd of ravenous catobleps return to the Thunder Yards different.
To answer your question live, I believe canonically they're supposed to taste like chicken.
Which one?
Chocobos.
Yes. Yes. After all, everything tastes like chicken. One more. I'm back. Where are the blood-sucking bastards? Oh, well, I hope you don't think I was just waiting for you to finish now. I suppose then I should be heading back. Thanks again, travelers.
So that makes 3.
Uh-huh. And keep an eye out for him. Also, that takes care of our Forlorn Maiden bonus.
Yes.
go.
This one will do nicely. Oh, she's a pugilist. We'll help you. I'm fine, really. I faced worse. Just watch. I don't like the looks of this. Let's help us. Oh no. Ah!
And here comes the reboot.
$12%. She needs healing.
She's kind of.
Yeah. That was embarrassing. Bastard caught me off guard. Are you mad? Seriously, let us help. I told you not to worry. This will only take a moment.
Okay.
Yeah, this
One way
is
to
kind
let
of
out
what
the
we
inner
saw
beast.
at the end of
Yes.
the Vanguard.
Jaw's second life.
Just like Sorrel Chaw. Come on, let's get out of here.
That's also a function of the regulator?
I think I understand now how Zorl Jaw was able to return from the dead and defeat Papa, but I'm not sure what we saw at the end there. As soon as the regulator turned red, it was as if you were possessed. Your movements became beast-like.
Don't tell me. You empowered yourself with the soul of a beast? I'm reminded of the serpentine soldier we encountered at Vanguard, who did the same.
So you've crossed paths with one of the king's elites. Such a form can only be achieved through the gorging yourself on souls. We could do the same, in theory, but it's incredibly dangerous. Besides, it's not as if they'd allow hunters to carry that many souls to begin with. Well, I should be getting back to work. Take care. And there you have it. Regulators can be loaded with two kinds of souls. Those from people and those of beasts. The souls of people can be used to grant the user preternatural strength. Naturally, they can only be used to ensure no one suffers an untimely death. What about the souls of beasts? They work in much the same fashion, imbuing you the strength of the chosen animal. If, for example, you were to use the soul of a wolf, you would grow more agile and feral, as you saw with Strika. Usually, several of the same type at once, however, would result in physical change. Your teeth will become many-fangs, your nails claws, too many, and you'll become more beast than man.
Changing one's form through the souls of other beings becomes more and more reminiscent of void scent. Yet, unlike the void, where the cycle of death and rebirth is simply broken, souls here are forcibly taken before they might reach the ethereal sea. Different means to achieve similar ends. A cycle to which all within the dome are bound.
This is wrong. This is all wrong. Indeed, it's hard to accept, being so far removed from our own beliefs. Perhaps more shocking is that the technology to achieve this was all developed hundreds of years ago.
Yes.
Try thousands of years ago, Kryl.
Well, depends on the passage of time here. The civilizations and their reflections are surprising indeed. Warning.
Yeah, and it's after 11.
Maybe finish off this quest? It's probably just a conversation with Wook.
Yeah. Ehrenfeld?
Sphene speaks of lived experiences that suggest she's far older than she appears. Considering the power of these regulators, perhaps it's not so far-fetched.
I've never seen it for myself, but it's said that if a beast soul is potent enough, a single soul is enough to induce a monstrous transformation. That would probably be a Fedral.
Yeah.
Fedral. Yeah. I understand this is part of their culture, but it's no less disconcerting. Having seen the beauty of the ethereal sea firsthand, I simply can't accept what they've done here in Alexandria. This is true.
When Emmett Selk spoke of surprising civilizations and other reflections, I wonder if he had Alexandria in mind.
While we all have our thoughts on souls, for now, the most important thing is we know what power Zoral Jod has at his disposal.
Yep. It is one thing to separate corporeal aether from incorporeal aether, but to strip memories from the soul entirely is unprecedented technology.
This is no longer the Tuliolau's concern. With this newfound power, Zoral Jod has become a real threat to the entire world. Indeed, he has to be stopped, no matter the cost.
Watch the last phrase there.
Yeah.
That can end badly.
Okay.
The Void has been added to the Unending Codex, and we hit a chapter end, The Worth of a Soul.
Yep, and the Void, 0, and Souls have been added to the Unending Codex.
Oh, wow.
Um...
Now, where do you find the Unending Codex? Is it logs?
Collections. There is a fate right up here.
Okay, go for it.
If we can get there in time. Ow! Sure you want to do it as a 93?
Yes. Just... So far, so good.
Oh, no you don't, Rift. You get your little fuzzy butt back here.
Someone trying to skip town.
Yes, when I need a healing.
Almost there. And the guy is finally home. I think.
That is 4. Yeah,
Very good.
Welcome home, dear.
Yep.
I will be with you in just a moment. We are trying to get to a log-off point.
Collection, Unending Codex.
Yeah, we've got a lot of entries to go through with the Unending Codex.
Souls. The Aether of the living can be broadly divided into corporeal Aether, one's vigor or life force, and incorporeal Aether, more colloquially known as one's soul. A person possessed of only the former becomes a zombie, while having only the latter would render them a ghost. Aetherologists also assert that an individual's memory is inscribed upon their soul's Aether. It is further theorized that memories associated with stronger emotions such as regret are more likely to persist after death, which would perhaps explain why so many spirits fixate upon vengeance. When a living creature perishes, its corporeal Aether remains in the physical world, where it is consumed by predators or absorbed back into the land to provide nourishment for other life forms. Incorporeal Aether, however, is returned to the ethereal sea. That otherworldly plane, as the soul is washed clean of its memories, there to await rebirth as a new entity.
However, we have already seen in Shadowbringers, and also in Endwalker, that trying to erase a memory actually tends to burn it into the soul even harder.
Yeah, and somehow they're avoiding that.
You did get the ether current up there, right?
Yes.
Oh boy. We've got 2 blues in town.
So time for the first round of Ether Current questing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is quite a wall over there, isn't it?
We will hit side quest tomorrow. Right now, we're just getting to a logout point that's a rest area, so...
So you can rest.
What is this rest Kumosabi? I'm gonna blow it on crafting. You know it.
Yeah, you do not have a whole lot of rest state there.
Well, it doesn't help that one of the materials I need is on the other side of the map, which I can't get to.
Yep. And now that we've finished the chapter, once we finish the side questing, we will probably hit the other side of the zone soon-ish.
Well, at some point, we're going to get into Solution 9, which is... Yeah, I've been looking forward to that because that's where a lot of the in-game vendors are. Let's see, where's the...
Back to where the tables were?
I'm trying to remember where that was!
Right. Don't ask me, I'm lost.
Hi, Lost. Nice to meet ya.
Yep.
Nope. Oh, we could keep, Bazooka company.
Yeah, there are 2 empty seats there, or crates.
Stools. We will call them stools. Yeah, frustrated smudge noises. Well, thanks all very much for joining us. Sorry we were a little late coming on tonight. Obs is being obs. We will be back tomorrow night for probably more of this, because otherwise it's on to Hildebrandt with the buns, and yeah, we'll do more of this, because we're running behind.
Yes. The nice thing is the buns are at a nice break point.
Yes, they are. With that said, you all be safe, be well, get a good night's sleep, and we will see you tomorrow starting at 9:30 Pacific, assuming OBS will let us.
Yes. Yeah, everyone have a great night. Hope to see you here